Hello! To answer your question after viewing various informed consent forms, I would love them to include more of the counseling process. I personally like to know and understand what's going to happen before it does, and I like to feel prepared. And I think clients deserve to be informed and be able to be prepared before they enter into perhaps a vulnerable situation where they're sharing a lot about themselves with a counselor. Also, the ACA Code of Ethics 2014 recommends sharing purposes and goals of counseling in the informed consent form. I also think that it would be cool to see more of a counselor's personality and therapeutic approach in informed consent forms. A lot of forms that I were reading didn't include a lot of that in it. I would have no idea anything about the counselor besides maybe their qualifications. But after watching some classmates' videos, it was cool to see that a lot of their informed consent forms included their personality and their therapeutic views. I read an article by Kirby, 2009, and he mentioned that informed consent forms can have an impact on the client-counselor relationship, and that the informed consent form may influence how the client interprets and views the counselor. He used the counselor rating form by Barak and Lacrosse, 1975, in order to examine this issue. I think a lot of informed consent forms are very rigid and kind of intimidating because they have a lot of ethical guidelines and a lot of policies, which is very important for the client to be aware of, but also it could make me feel a little bit uncomfortable entering into a counseling relationship. So I think if counselors and their institutions add a little bit more of their personality and therapeutic approach into the form, this might make the client feel more comfortable, as well as just kind of welcome them into the therapeutic relationship in a healthy way. Thanks.